was the second month since we moved to the new country, and we were busy settling in and making our new house feel like home. Almost every day was filled with unpacking boxes, arranging furniture, and adding personal touches to every corner. Amid this process, we also decided to buy a piano. It felt like the perfect addition to our space, especially because Roma loves to play. The piano not only filled our home with beautiful melodies, but also made it feel even cozier. Alisa was excited too. In addition to furnishing our indoor space, we also turned our attention to the terrace. Inspired to add a touch of greenery and privacy, we headed to the market for grapes and materials. Bringing back some of the most beautiful grapes we could find, we couldn't wait to transform our outdoor space. We rolled up our sleeves and got to planting. We also built a barrier to shield us from the street. Though the barrier didn't live up for our expectations and it fell apart in a couple of days, making this together was such a fun. Surprisingly, the weather in November was warmer than expected, a pleasant change from the cold and rainy conditions we were used to in Russia during that time of the year. So, taking advantage of the comfortable weather, we tackled outdoor tasks such as cutting the grass and enjoyed simple pleasures like eating raspberries in the sunshine. In November, we explored some awesome places in Slovenia. First, we checked out Novo Mesto, a lovely city in the southeast. With colorful autumn vibes all around, it looked absolutely stunning. The trees were bursting with red, orange and yellow hues, creating a vibrant and colorful scene. It felt like stepping into a beautiful painting. We loved the big church and we walked around the calm streets of the city, enjoying beautiful views of the big river flowing nearby. It was so peaceful. We also visited Žužemberk castle. It's a magnificent medieval fortress which overlooks the beautiful river Kirka and dates back to the 13th century. The views around it were amazing, like something from a postcard. We also started to learn some more interesting facts about Slovenia. For example, one day we heard that sound.
We went to Ljubljana in July. On our first day, this was in the morning, we were like fun.
And it was really scary. It turned out to be siren testing that takes place at noon on the first Saturday of every month. It's not the most pleasant sound, but an important safety measure. Now I wish I could say everything was smooth sailing, but we did have a bit of a run-in with some local viruses. It hit us all pretty hard, especially poor Alisa, who was dealing with a toothache on top of everything else. We were finding comfort in some Harry Potter movie marathons, had extra rest and cooked borscht together. With Christmas right around the corner, the shops were already filled with colorful lights, festive decorations and Christmas trees, and we couldn't resist getting into the spirit. We went out to shopping centers several times. Alisa really liked such a pastime. I bought some warm clothes and reindeer pajamas along with cozy Christmas pullovers. Alisa was absolutely amazed by the reindeer motif. And speaking of Christmas, we had our first snowfall on the 20th of November. You should have seen the excitement on our faces. We were waiting for the snow so much. Even though it melted away within hours, it was still a wonderful moment to remember. Since it was our first New Year celebration in Slovenia, we had to order all sorts of Christmas stuff, including a Christmas tree and lights. Opening up those packages with Alisa was such a special moment, and the festive atmosphere was already starting to fill the air. We also decided to experience a popular event in Ljubljana when the festive lights are switched on the main Christmas tree. The city was already beautifully decorated and illuminated, and there were holiday fairs and the smell of mulled wine and roasted almonds. Then we came to Presherin Square and were counting down for the lights to turn on. It was absolutely breathtaking, even though it was a bit crowded. At the end of November, I also decided to make an advent calendar for Alisa. I filled each pocket with things like crayons for drawing and tiny toys, and I couldn't wait to see the joy on her face as she discovered the surprises each day. In the midst of our busy months, we celebrated important milestones with Alisa. She was 18 months old at that time. She loved doing things like playing with musical instruments, particularly enjoying her time at the piano. She also took to using tools for repair work, showing an early interest in fixing things around the house. And her love for painting was evident in the way she eagerly dipped her brush into colorful paints. It was incredible to see how quickly she learned practical skills like carrying water and putting on her painting coat, all on her own. One more cute thing she started doing was trying to help us by making tea and coffee. It was adorable to watch her little hands trying to pour water and mix things. Her curiosity also extended to learning how to operate the coffee machine. It was a delight to see her figure out how to pour sugar and navigate the buttons on the coffee machine. Each successful attempt met with a proud smile. One day the power went out in our house and we were left in the dark. I decided it was a perfect time to teach Alisa how to blow out candles. It was amazing to see how quickly she picked it up. She was so happy every time she blew out a candle, and it made the darkness feel a bit more fun. Another cute thing Alisa started doing was admiring herself in the mirror. It was adorable to see her smiling and making funny faces at her reflection. Sometimes she would even pretend to be a koala, holding on to us tightly like she didn't want to let go. It was both heartwarming and funny to see her playful antics. Watching her grow and explore her talents was truly a joy. But the biggest thing that happened that month was Alisa starting kindergarten. It was a big deal for all of us. We wanted to ensure Alisa had everything she needed for this big step, so we meticulously prepared in advance. Firstly, we decided on a kindergarten with a Montessori system. It focuses on fostering independence and respecting a child's natural development. We thought this would be great for Alisa because it would help her learn and grow in a caring environment. Next, we embarked on a trip to the baby shop to ensure Alisa had all the comfortable and weather-appropriate clothing she would need for her kindergarten journey. From cozy sleepers to cute coats for outdoor play, we wanted her to feel comfortable and ready for an exciting adventure that awaited her. The kindergarten teacher also asked me to write Alisa's name on all of her clothes. It felt really special to do this. It made me realize just how much she was growing up and starting this exciting new part of her life. When the big day finally arrived, Alisa's reaction was a mixture of tears and curiosity.
We brought Alisa to kindergarten for the first time. First reaction was crying. And now she's there and we are here waiting.
We also felt a bit nervous at first and waited anxiously with Roma in the hall during Alisa's first day of kindergarten. If she didn't like, we would take her back home. I had a mix of feelings, excitement for her new adventure and a bit of sadness realizing she was growing up so fast. But you know the feeling when your kid runs towards you to give you a kiss after her day in the kindergarten is incredibly precious. Seeing her take those first steps into kindergarten filled us with pride. She is growing and learning so much, and it's amazing to be a part of it all.
This is my first video on YouTube. Ходили мы с Алисой в детский